Blackmail. The action, treated as a criminal offense, of demanding money from someone in return for not revealing compromising information which one has about them.
I am looking for compensation for my trousers and compensation for not reporting assault and battery on behalf of your staff. I am willing to drop accusations and send you a signet email stating that I will not press charges against the events of that night, if you agree to pay the amount of £500 in a bank account of my choice.
What I can do is, if this is what's happened, is apologise that you've had to re-sew on your trousers.
Well, it's been 2 weeks since I've been emailing the club. I didn't get one apology, and now you come off after 2 weeks just offering me apology, and that's it. I'm looking for a verbal warning and now also compensation for what happened to me.
Okay, and just tell me when you say compensation, what you wanting in the compensation side. I said I will repair your trousers for you.
Well, there's also emotional trauma, and I don't think you can fix that back.
I don't know how I would fix that. How could I fix that?
Well, you couldn't, and that's why in the email I said I'm willing to not get your guy in trouble and make him either get a file or whatever. Mm-hmm. If he's willing to pay a certain amount of money for me, and I'll let the whole thing go.
And that would help your trauma in some way, I guess?
That would help me to at least get some feeling of closure.
Okay. And how much are you, what kind of figure are you looking at?
500.
£500?
Yep. If I call the police, as far as I've been told by my solicitor, he's gonna pay at least £1,000 in fines.
I don't think he would have the money personally to be dishing out £500.
No, I know, but if he doesn't have the money and he can't ask friends or anyone, then what is he gonna do if I call the police and he's gonna have to pay at least £1,000? And then he's gonna lose his job, and then he's gonna have problems finding a job.
Yeah,
I think 500 is a small price compared to that. And to not call the police as a gesture of goodwill. I came to you first, trying to solve this problem with you without involving the police.
I've just never had anybody before come to me suggesting, if people are normally upset, they just go to the police, or they come to me. They don't generally come to me saying, look, I'll give you a chance to pay for it, else I'm going to the police, because that's like blackmail almost. Where can I go from there?
It's not blackmail. It's not blackmail. He either pays for it, or I'm going to the police. Well, I'm not blackmailing.
Well, it kind of is blackmail. You basically, it's intent of menace. If you're not, what you're saying is, if I don't pay you or he doesn't pay you, then you're going to go to the police. That is the definition of blackmail. And what advice has he given you?
Well, his advice was to contact the police.
Okay. And why haven't you contacted the police yet?
Because I want to be the greater man and not screw that security guy's life for a mistake, but also at the same time, he needs to pay for the mistake. So I'm giving him an easy way out, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense.
If he doesn't want it, or if you're not willing to cooperate, then I'm just gonna call the police.
A person guilty of blackmail shall on conviction on indictment to be liable to imprisonment for a term not exceeding 14 years. The individual alleged that the doorman committed assault and battery, stating that the doorman placed his hand down the individual's trousers and touched his buttocks, before pulling him and ripping his underwear and trousers. This video clearly shows the alleged claim did not happen.
Knowingly making a false allegation to the authorities amounts to perverting the course of justice, a serious common law offense which carries a maximum sentence of life imprisonment.